Okay, here we are again. Claude St. Ange here, and I'm here for practical release. I'm giving you information and practical information that you can understand, that makes sense to you, but you'll hear it in a different perspective. And this comes from experience that I've had over many years and releasing traumatic experiences and actual damage to the physical body, just to let you know. So let's get started again. You all know that I had a really bad accident back in 1986, and I had to learn all about the muscular system, the skeletal system, and the vascular system. And when I did that, by asking a lot of questions, I got different answers from different people, and then I asked my own body to show me where the problems were and how and why they were happening. Now, I didn't just ask the body what is happening. By asking the body, what I did was use my body in specific ways that I could feel what was going on. Now, everyone knows if you have a tight muscle, a sore muscle, or a painful muscle, everyone has this in a different part of the body, different areas. So use your own body, and I will tell you how to do that. And you're already doing it because you live in your body every day. When you walk around, you ride, you run, you sit for a long time, you feel these areas that are sore, tight, or painful. These are the areas that your body is telling you that there's something out of whack, something wrong, something out of balance. And there is one specific reason why most of this is happening, and this is what I want to get to explain to you as we go along in these videos. I'll do a little bit at a time. I'll give you some examples and some things that you can do. It's like preparing a vehicle or working on the things in your house or whatever. And when you start to understand it, start learning it, they all seem to come together, okay? So what I want to talk about now is the foods that we eat. This is what I found out over many, many years. I was trying to do all kinds of exercises and hiking and biking and different exercises so I could strengthen my body. I thought I was strengthening it. I was actually making more weak. I was working out at the gym. I was walking a lot. I was hiking in big mountains in order to be able to see if I could get my body more flexible. And all this time, I was getting tighter and tighter, more tense, more sore, and more painful. So I knew I had to change my perspective on what was happening. This is when we met a personal chiropractor who was also a kinesiologist. And we studied with this chiropractor for a certain amount of time, and we took some classes on kinesiology and started to really learn about muscles, muscle use, muscle release. What we found out over time, or what I found out over time, is the foods that we eat has a tendency to either remain flexible or get very dense. And you'll start to understand this when you start working on your own body, how dense the muscles are because of the food that we actually ingest. When we start learning this and how it actually works, how it gets there, and how we can actually soften this material, you'll begin to understand that using your own body will help you find the areas that need to be released, okay? I'll give you an example right now. So I just told you that the food that we eat becomes dense. I call it glue because that's really what it is. It holds the fibers of the muscles really tight, and they get really dense and they're really hard to use. And everybody can do this. I'm going to give you a small example. You can use your hands and your fingers to let you know if you're as flexible as you'd like to be. And one of the hand movements that you can do is this. It's called the mudra. Mudra is just a position that you put your body in. Could be your fingers, could be your legs, could be your arms, anything like that. But I will show you one that's very simple. Take one of your hands, right or left hand, or both, and just pull your middle finger down. And as you pull it down, you'll see that two of them are still standing up straight. This would mean that in this position, these muscles, which go all the way back to your core, are fairly in good shape. This finger actually is being pulled down because the muscles are too tight. So what you can do is put your hand in front of that middle finger and push it back, and take this finger and just pull it down. Nothing fancy, not hard. Just nice and slow, nice and slow. And keep pulling that middle finger down. what you'll find is the muscles that are affiliated with the end of the fingers actually go all the way back to your arm, up into your arm, and back to your chest, okay? So if you do this, and this muscle, this finger comes back, just hold it there, or hold all of them. And what you'll find is somewhere, it could be right here in your hand or down your arm, it might feel tight, might feel sore, might be painful. Could be here, could be here, could be here. This is just a family of muscles that goes all the way back. In order to move this finger, the core has to be moving. You tighten this with your thought process, and you tighten all the muscles, and this comes down. So if this hurts in here, when you do this, like this, just go to that place. It could be right here, it could be here. Let's say it's right here. Relax your hand, turn your arm this way, use your thumb, very strong, and just press there. You'll feel it's really sore, or it could be slightly sore. It could be painful. Just appreciate that you're being aware of those tight muscles. So what you can do with your thumb is just keep pressing. Keep pressing at that spot, or just press and hold. It's actually an acupressure point that you hold. And I'll explain to you exactly why it helps, okay? So just do that, and then go back and do this, and you'll find that that tension has been released, okay? That's the first part of understanding what's going on in all of the muscles in your physical body, all right? Let's leave that right there. You guys practice that for a little while, and I'll be back with more information. See you later.